Hey everyone, Brad here. I've got a couple things I want to talk to you today about. One's in this box, one's in this box. Let's start with the small box. In here are some TerraPad. So this is the TerraPad kit. Now this is a very hard polymer plastic of some sort. I don't know the makeup of it, but it's textured on one side, textured on the other side. Comes with the complete hardware. Now what is this? This is a shoe for your feet, your stabilizing jacks on your Airstream trailer. Currently, they only make them for Airstreams. I had a really good conversation with these folks last week about this product and how they came about it. If you've watched my channel for any time, you know that I'm a fan of SnapPad. It's a rubber semi-permanent pad you snap on the bottom of your feet, and they make them for all sorts of trailers out there in the world. These guys are Airstream users. They have an Airstream and travel in it, and they noticed, they call it roadkill on the side of the road, where a snap pad had fallen off of somebody's trailer. Now, I had that issue happen to me once. I drug my bumper across a curb coming out of a gas station in our old Airstream, and it ripped my snap pad off. SnapPad replaced it, no problem. They sent me a brand new one in the mail. I am a fan of snap pads, and that was part of my questions to them is, why should I choose this in a market that's already kind of saturated with a product that does very similar things. So I'm going to check it out and let you know what I think about both products. This is a plastic pad. You put it permanently on. It comes with the hardware kit to screw right onto your foot pad, and I'm going to demonstrate that shortly, what it looks like going on. So I'm going to remove my snap pad, and I'm going to put these on so I can see how I like these. But it comes with all the hardware. The hardware is stainless steel. Now, again, these are permanent. I like the low profile of it. I think the low profile of it will look nice once your stabilizing jacks are up compared to the snap pad, because it's a much bigger footprint. It offers your foot pad's never going to rust. Your foot pad's never going to scrape on the ground. Your foot pad's never going to discolor because it's not touching. It's not sitting in water or sitting on wet ground. This gives you a slightly bigger footprint. One other thing, the snap pads are bendable. So if you ever put your stabilizing jack down on something odd, like a rock or a log or a piece of wood or something like that, and it's not completely even where it sets down, the snap pad can bend, and I've seen where it bends the foot pad in like a U-shaped pattern. This type of device would completely eliminate that opportunity because it is a solid structure here and never going to allow your foot pad to bend. So I have 4 of these, 4 shoes for your feet. The next thing is this TerraPad Ultra here. Now this is comparatively, so this is about the exact same size as your foot pad. This one is about 4 times as large. You could use this for a myriad of options. So you could put it underneath your pads should you have a hole or something like that, or really uneven ground that you don't want to put your feet into. For example, Blair and I parked somewhere not long ago where someone had been in with a big Class A motor coach that was super heavy, and they put their stabilizing or leveling jacks down, and it pushed a hole down in the ground about 8 or 10 inches deep, just straight down in a big giant foot pattern. I think they'd been there for a couple of days and it rained, but the ground was kind of soggy. So this would have been nice for me to use because my stabilizing jack, the only level place I could find in that spot without being way off level, was right there. And just so happened one of my stabilizing jacks went down in that hole. So this would have been nice to be able to cover that hole up with and put my stabilizing jack on. But you could use this to level your trailer with. Maybe if you have the Level Mate Pro and you only need a 1/4 inch on one side, you could put this underneath your tire. If one of your tires was going to be parked on something you didn't want it staying parked on for a couple of days, you could roll your tires, or both tires. You could get 2 of these underneath. I like the grab handle. I like that you can slide it in and out from underneath your tire or trailer or whatever you need easily. It could also go up under your nose jack when you put your nose jack down to take it off your tow vehicle. So that's a cool option for this. So we'll check it out more as we get things going on our feet. Okay, let's go over here and pull off the snap pad. And the TerraPad comes with a really nice, easy to read set of instructions here. Kind of gives you a photo of what it looks like. The quote on here is, "Pull into your site, drop your stabilizer jacks, and enjoy the evening without the Charlie Chaplin routine of rearranging cheap pads. This product is permanently attached and won't degrade when exposed to salt water, humidity, or UV light. It's made from a solid material, unlike others that are honeycombed and molded. This package comes with everything you need to install them on your rig." And then it gives you the instructions on how to do that. You will need a couple tools. You need a 7/16 inch socket and a 5/32 inch Allen wrench. Like I said before, I have snap pads on here and I need to remove those. So let's get this foot up and pull this off. You can see that comes off fairly easily. And if you were to grab a curb or grab something else, it could rip off easily, which again, I've done before. Not a big deal, but it happens. And these have been on this trailer for a year, and I've been very happy with them. And I'll go over my thoughts on both after I've used both. All right, installing the hardware here is pretty simple. On the bottom of your foot pad, you already have 2 holes drilled where it goes into, and that's easily identifiable. So I put 1 bolt in, put the other one in. We will attach this. So I need to put a washer on top, and then the locking nut. These nuts are self-locking, which I think is pretty fantastic. So they're not going to come off no matter how many bumpy roads you drive down. Okay, it's that easy to put on. Now we'll put them down. And there it is installed. And just for comparison, to see what they look like side by side. So it's a little closer to the ground, your stabilizing jack is. So the snap pad allows it to be up because the snap pad is thicker. It's not as wide as the snap pad, so it doesn't give you the same footprint. Your foot can move around within the snap pad. It's a little bit of movement, but not much, and it can move around, but this will never move. And it's off the ground, which I like, so water running underneath is fine. It looks very clean. I like that feature. And I think when it's up, it's a lower profile when they're up, so you're less likely to drag, particularly if you have one of the longer trailers, like the 30-foot with these in the back. Now, the Classic, if you have the Classic, I don't think these will fit because it's a different type of foot pad on the Classics than it is on every other trailer. And if you have a driving model, it's not the same either. So verify that they'll work for yours. And if you have the older round style, they won't work on those. I don't believe those have holes in them already. But anyway, you need to check to make sure that you have the same foot peg here. So these are BAL style foot pads or style stabilizing jacks. They're 5.5 inches across. That's what your common newer Airstream models come with, from Globetrotter down. Classics being the only one that's different. Even the base camps have these. I like it. It looks good. I'll get the rest of these installed and then give you my thoughts. And if you're wondering about this cool mat that I have right here, it is a creeper, and it slides with you if you need to work underneath your trailer. It's a nice little mat you can lay down. It folds up quite nicely. Now I've got all 4 of the TerraPads installed, and we're going to use these over the next few weeks and a few trips, and I will let you know what I think about them after I've used them for some time. I think this will be a very nice addition to your trailer if you don't have one picked already. Okay, a couple of other things that the differences between the two and what I already see that I like or don't like from both models. So the snap pad, like I said, it's a bigger footprint. It's a rubber material that's semi-permanent. You snap them on, it could potentially come off down the road somewhere. I have lost one, and I've known a couple of other people who've lost one. So snap pad replaced it at no cost and free shipping. So it was nice warranty for them. Snap pad also has these. They're called caps. They can go on top of most any Lego blocks, as I refer to these as. You can set them on there like this and use it. I often use these to level. If I need to go up an inch or a half inch, I use these to put under my tires. And if I'm going to be parked somewhere for a long time on concrete or asphalt or whatever else, I like to put one of these rubber pads underneath all 4 of my tires. Just keeps it keeps rubber off the asphalt, and I'd rather this get worn out and get water soaked under here all the time than I had against the asphalt or concrete, depending on which what that is. This Ultra pad here, you could use it for a very similar thing, like putting your tire on, leveling, like I said before, keeping your tire off the ground, keeping your nose jack off the ground, things like that. You could also use 4 of these pads. If you put them all side by side, the snap pad will fit over the corners, and you can have 4 corners sitting on some giant pad like that if you needed to. For the TerraPad, I really like that it's permanently attached, and I like the small profile. It is a much smaller profile and much cleaner look underneath. I appreciate the hardware. I appreciate the ease of install, the quickness of the install. And if you don't have either one yet, do your homework. If you like SnapPad better or like these better, I know SnapPads are for a multitude of trailers out there. And again, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of both, and I don't know which one I'm going to like better. So time will tell, and I will report back to you as I know more. For the meantime, I really appreciate the product. I really appreciate the opportunity to check it out, and I look forward to using it for some time and giving you my feedback. Have a great day, everyone. See you soon. Hey, everyone. It's been about 3 weeks since I installed the TerraPad from Trail Ridge Tech, and I've decided that I'm going to remove them and put on my snap pads again. It's not because I don't like them. It's not because I don't like the company. It's not because I don't think they're a quality product. All those things are true. I'm kind of a creature of habits, and I have had snap pads for a while, and I'm going to continue to use them because that's what's been on my rig, my last few rigs. And I also like symmetry. So on my nose jack, I have the snap pad up there on the nose jack, so I like all 4 feet matching. My feedback to the company is great. It's a fantastic product. It's a wonderful thing, and I do recommend that you put something on your stabilizing jacks, regardless of the model you have, because you never know where they're going to be. They're going to be in the gravel, in the sand, in the dirt, in the water, in the mud, in the water pick a thing. And this will save some wear and tear on them. This will save rust on them as the paint gets scratched off and things like that. So no matter what you choose, put some shoes on your feet, so to speak. From a cost perspective, the TerraPads are cheaper. I think a set of 4 of those is $106, and a set of snap pads is about $120. So some savings there. I do like that they're permanently attached. I really think that's a neat feature. I like that the low profile of when they're up, it looks better when they're up and you're going down the highway, or it's just sitting somewhere from a photogenic perspective. The big red pad, so the Terad Ultra pad, that's something I haven't used in the number of trips we've taken since I've had these on. So I think it's a good product. It's something you can use under your nose jack. It's something you can use to level, and there's a myriad of functions for it. From a cost perspective, they are about $38 a piece, I believe is what it is. And the snap pad cap is, I think, $25 a piece. So depending on if you want or use those or like the Terad Ultra pad better. I think it has a myriad of uses. It's just not something I found particularly useful in the way I travel. So if you like something that's firm and permanent, Trail Ridge Tech is your company. If you like something that's soft and semi-permanent, SnapPad's your company. I am very grateful to the company for sending out the product for me to check it out. I am very grateful for them and who they are, and I love small businesses, and I love Airstream lovers too. So all the things about the company are near and dear to my heart, and I'm very grateful for all of it. One random thing that I've noticed, and maybe it's just because I'm paying more particular attention to this product, and this could also be because we haven't remained stationary for long enough for this to really be noticed, but when I have snap pads on and I lower my stabilizer jacks, typically 48 to 72 hours after I've been there and moved around and the rig kind of wiggled in the grass, I have to go back outside and put another half turn or quarter turn on the stabilizers to get the rig to settle down. Because if one of us is on the other end of the trailer while the other one's on the other end of the trailer, we can both feel the shakiness. But I haven't noticed that I've had to do that with the TerraPad, whereas I have noticed that with the SnapPad in the past. And again, it could be because I'm just paying more close attention to it right now, but I don't know. And my final parting shots are, if the roles were reversed, meaning if I'd had these on first and then I received SnapPads to try them out, I would have tried them out. but I would have put these back on. It's just, again, it's just what I've become accustomed to, and it's what I like. You need to make a decision what's right for you from a cost perspective, from a material perspective, from a permanent, semi-permanent, whatever perspective, but at least get some shoes for your feet, regardless of which one you choose. I think they're both fantastic products, and thanks to Trail Race Tech, you guys are awesome. I'd love competition in the world, and I love small business again, like I said, and I think you have a wonderful product, and you're going to give SnapPad a run for the money. That's all for me. Have a great day, everyone.